welcome to another wonderful episode of Throwback Thursday on OCO TV. My name is Gia, and today on this show we're going to talk about some old traditions. So stay glued to your devices. Let's roll. Welcome back, guys. So let's quickly see these traditions I have to talk about, and trust me, most of them are completely mind-blowing. So the first I'm going to talk about is the fact that some cultures used to isolate menstruating women. Yes, when you're in your period as a woman back then, you were taken away from your family, your community, in fact away from everybody for a period of 7 days, because they considered menstruating women sinners and impure people. Why would you even think of that? But they were not allowed to use the same spoon, plates, buckets, or whatever thing as the family members of the menstruating woman. And the male members of the family were not allowed to see the woman at all. They believed that if they see the woman, it brings bad luck to the guy, and maybe to her too. The women were sent to an isolation center, kind of, in a bush, in a hut, and they are asked to stay there for a period of 7 days, which is the normal period for a menstruating woman. And after she comes back, she has a head bath. Yeah, she has a head bath from her head down to her toe, because they believe that after the period, it is proper for her to wash her head down to her toes, and everything that she touched while she was on her period is washed until they are sure that she is now pure again to mingle with every other person. I feel like if it was me back then and I was asked to stay away for 7 days, I would actually have so much fun doing that. But thank God right now that menstruating women can walk around freely without having any problem, and no one will even know that they're on their periods. It's a big relief for women in this day. And most people that practiced it back then was Igbos, mostly Igbos. But then I've also realized that Indians practiced it too, or they practiced it back in the day. And most of Asian countries too actually practice it. So let's move on to the next one I have on my list. Is one creepy tradition from Indonesia. They believed, or the culture demanded, that a dead person stays with the family. Yes, sleeps in the same room with the family. They believe that if a dead person goes to a mortuary, his or her soul will get contaminated, and he or she will not have a peaceful journey to the beyond. So the dead person stays back with the family, wrapped in a white cloth, and remains there until he or she is ready to be buried. I don't understand how that happens. I don't really get it. How can I stay in the same room as a dead person? What would happen if the legs start moving? And the person is tied in a white cloth. It makes everything worse, like literally having a ghost in my living room. It's completely creepy. The next I have to talk about is a culture from China. Very funny. The man of a newlywed man rather, is supposed to carry his wife across a hot coal. Why would anybody want to do that? I don't get it. And it's believed actually that it brings good luck. It paves way for a happy marriage, brings everything, prosperity and everything that you can think of. Why don't you just pray to your God for prosperity? Why do you have to walk through hot coal? But also, they also do that when a woman is expecting, when she's pregnant and ready to give birth. The man also carries her over the hot burning coal for safe delivery. Over the years, people started adopting a culture for their own goodwill. They did it for prosperity in their businesses, successes in their academics, and stuff like that. I don't know what kind of prosperity they're looking for, but never in my life would I walk on hot coal barefooted. Now moving on, it's a tradition from the Fulanis in Nigeria. It's called Sharo Festival. This festival is supposed to prepare a man, or to prove that a man is ready for marriage, or ready to have a bride. So they all come out and they are being flogged mercilessly. Yeah, and they don't use a tiny cane, like maybe a branch from a tree. They use a very fat cane, very fat long cane, and they were being flogged for God knows how long. And what will qualify you what qualifies a man as a man who is ready for marriage is if he doesn't cry, or if it doesn't show any sign of pain or any sign of anger or whatever thing. Anyway, the last but definitely not the least is a tradition from the Calabars. Yeah, it is called the fattening room. A woman who is ready for marriage or who is gradually entering womanhood is taken to a room and she stays there for 3 good months. Yeah, and all she does there is to eat and receive body massages and receive training or teachings about how to be a woman. Complete cruise, enjoyment to the fullest. And when she comes out soft like a newborn baby, ready for her husband. The older woman back then would come into the room and give the ladies massages and teach them some of the ethics and good stuff for marriage that they need to know before they get married. And when they come out to their husbands, they come out feeling like a newborn baby, all soft and succulent. I actually like the fact that back then they appreciated plus-size women. Not right now that everybody wants to be snatched with the whole figure 8 and everything. Everybody wants a slim fit girl. They appreciated plus-size girls. The tradition also happened in the Igbo land. In the Igbo land, South specifically. They believe that a fat woman means prosperity. That a fat woman means that the woman will be fruitful and stuff like that. I actually like the idea that they appreciated plus-sized women. Not now that everybody wants to marry a slim fit girl. They appreciated plus-sized women back then. We should all appreciate the woman body the way it is. Anyway, that is the end of the show, guys, today. I hope you enjoyed the show. Do want to follow us on all our social media platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Turn on your post notification. Like this video, but most importantly, stay happy and stay safe.